Hi guys, my name is Lize. I have cerebral palsy and I like reading books. I like reading fantasy romance, paranormal romance, mafia romance, taboo romance, age gap romance, historical romance. So if that's your thing, please subscribe to my channel. My channel is Lize Loves Books. And for today's video, I'm gonna give you some of my favorite marriage of convenience recommendations for contemporary romances. The first book I'd like to recommend to you, the first book I would like to recommend to you is by Sophie Lark, her Brutal Prince book in her Brutal Birthright series. It's the first book in her Brutal Birthright series, Brutal Prince. It's a mafia romance. It's about two rival mafia families, the Griffins and the Gallows. The Griffins is Irish and the Gallows is Italian. One day, to put an end to their children's fighting, the two fathers of each family decide that Griffin, no, not Griffin, Karla Gallo is going to marry Ada Gallo to, to bring peace to the families and to merge their mafia sides, to merge them together and to stop all the fighting. They want their children to marry, so it's a marriage of convenience. Callum and Ada hate each other. They get off on the wrong foot because Ada crashes Callum's party for his sister, and she accidentally burns his curtains on fire. So they immediately don't like each other, but they get married because that's what their fathers want. They start pulling pranks on each other, and there's this really funny strawberry scene because, well, not funny, but in the book, it's just, but because Callum is allergic to strawberries, and let's just say Ada tries to push Callum's buttons. So they start off as enemies. They get into a physical relationship, and from the physicality of the relationship, they form a friendship, and their friendship slowly turned into love at the end. The second book I want to recommend to you for marriage of convenience is The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. It's by Mariana Zapata. It's about this Irish soccer player whose visa is expiring soon, so he needs to get married. So he goes to his ex-secretary's house because she quit, and he proposed. They enter a marriage of convenience, and and it is a slow burn romance. If you haven't heard of Mariana Zapata, she is the queen of slow burn romance, but the tension in this book, the feelings that they develop towards each other is really good. But just to warn you, nothing happens until like the 90% mark or the 80% mark of the book. I read this book when it came out, so please check it out. The third book I want to recommend to you is The Marriage Effect by Karla Sorensen. It's a football romance. It's her Washington Wolf series, the third book, The Marriage Effect. Paige finds out that she inherits money from her aunt, like a lot of money, like in the millions. But in order to receive the money and her house, because her aunt died, and she's like her second to only relative. I think the other person is Paige's cousin. So she needs to get married to accept the inheritance. And then you have Logan Ward, who's trying to fight for custody of his sisters, because his older brother wants custody as well. So he's trying to fight his brother for custody, but his lawyer said it would be good if you were married, so the courts will look upon you more favorably. So Paige and Logan agree to enter this marriage of convenience. Like Logan says, nothing can go on. This is purely business and no feelings involved, no physical interactions. So, but Paige's like, you expect me to be married to you for 2 years and not have sex? So she's like, no, we're going to change that. Though it's just funny. Karla Sorensen writes good sports romance. The fourth book I want to recommend to you is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. Terms and Conditions is the second book in her Dreamland series, and the characters in this are Declan and Iris. Declan's grandfather leaves him a letter stating in order to become the CEO of his estate, of his Neverland business. It's like not Neverland, Dreamland theme park. He has to get married and have a kid. Iris knows this, so she set up an interview with someone, but that girl bailed. So Cal, Iris's best friend, and Declan's brother, they were like, why don't you two just get married? And like, but they were like, no, that's a bad idea. And Cal's like, it's the perfect idea. She's your secretary. She knows how much of a jerk you are. And she knows you're bullshit. So that she's the perfect person to enter this big relationship with, because she knows there are no feelings involved. But eventually we all know how that turned out. They do end up having feelings for each other. And it's an office romance, boss secretary, interracial. Also, Iris has dyslexia. So if you did, I know people didn't like. I know some people love the first one and some people hate the first one. So if you didn't like the first book in the series, I suggest trying out Terms and Conditions. And my last book I want to recommend to you is With You Forever by Chloe Liese. It's about Axel and Rooney. Axel's family home is in need of repairs that cost a lot of money, and he doesn't have it. He said the only way to get this money is the inheritance his uncle leaves him, but the condition is he has to get married. And Axel doesn't know anybody to get married to for the sake of just getting the money and fixing up his family's house. Rooney goes to Rooney, who is friends with the family, goes to their family vacation house thinking that nobody's there, and she bumps into Axel's friends, who are the construction managers for the work that they're doing on the house. Why don't you get married to Rooney? She's the perfect solution to your problem. Like, you know her already, you'll feel comfortable. And Rooney says, yes, I'll help you because your family has done a lot for me. So they agree to enter a marriage so that Axel can get the money to fix up his family's house. Rooney has chronic illness. She has ulcerative colitis, and Axel has autism. If you read a Chloe Liese book, she does inclusion really well, mental health really well, but the romance and she does romance and STEAM very well. Don't judge the book by its cover because the STEAM in this book is so good. I highly recommend Chloe Liese and the Bergman Brothers series. Anyway, those are my recommendations for Marriage of Convenience. Those are my recommendations for Marriage of Convenience and Contemporary Romance. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what are your favorite marriage of convenience books. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, bye. And also, I really want to thank the 16 people that subscribe to my channel. Please tell other people about my channel if you like my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!